Hi, my name is Rachel and this is Pam, and we are your Penns Woods Wine Pros, here to talk to you about our fabulous wine, cheese, and honey pairing. This is going on every weekend in the month of January. You definitely don't want to miss it. We're going to taste and talk about each cheese, each honey, each wine we're going through. Just a quick little rundown to get you excited, get you jazzed for what is to come if you come out to the vineyard this month. Our first pairing we have is our Chardonnay Reserve 2021, paired with the Highlander from Calkins Creamery and drizzled with the lemon creamed honey from Heirloom Acres. Pam, tell us a little bit about this wine.
So this is our Chardonnay 2021, and we actually just won a national award for it. It is a French style Chardonnay. What I love about the Chardonnay, it is a very light, crisp wine to drink, very similar to the French style Chardonnays that I mentioned earlier.
So we have it here with the, so like I said, this is Highlander from Calkins Creamery. Calkins Creamery is a 5-generation family farm from up in Wayne County. All Holstein cows. They're the cows that are the black and white classic cow. And it is a, say it, Pam, your favorite.
The Baby Gouda.
The Baby Gouda.
The Baby Gouda.
Those are the Baby Gouda. So first, when you're pairing, you always want to make sure you take a sip of your wine before you try the honey or the cheese. That way you can kind of see how the pairing really transforms and enhances the aroma, the flavor, the profile of the wine. So we're going to go ahead, do a little smell, do a little sipsies. Oh Lord, that tastes good.
It's so good.
So what that does, so in a French style Chardonnay, it tends to be a little bit lighter, but a bit brighter. That creamy Gouda really softens the body of the wine. It really rounds her out, makes her feel like very smooth mouthfeel.
Yeah.
And then that lemon kind of pops back in,
yeah,
and brightens her up again. Wow.
Yeah. It's just so light and crispy. And the lemon, honey, I don't think I've tasted lemon honey
It's so fresh.
It's so fresh, yeah. And you were talking about a cream style honey as well.
Oh yes. So cream style honey, what is that? Creamed honey, so that doesn't mean there's no dairy in it. Creamed refers to the process of controlling the rate of crystallization in the honey to transform it from the liquid honey into a smoother, more spreadable product. So again, no dairy, it's just a honey process. So that's our first pairing. Super delicious. All right, so the second pairing we have here is our Rosé 2021 paired with the Old Wick Shepherd from Shepherd Valley Creamery. Now these guys, they're in New Jersey. It's about an hour outside of Manhattan. They're actually engineers who started off in that business, but then decided they wanted to become cheesemakers. So they went all around Europe, Greece, Spain, France, and they met with the shepherds and learned the kind of the old world cheese style making, and that's kind of what we have here, this beautiful raw sheep milk cheese. Now, Pam, you can again talk to us about this wine.
Sure. So this is our Rosé, our 2021, and this is a French style Rosé, so it is actually more on the drier side with a lot of minerality. And what I'm excited about is that this is being paired with our salted honey.
Yeah.
So this wine, although you get these beautiful orange blossoms on the nose, pull through on the palate, a lot of minerality, strawberry opens up to grapefruit. But what you get with this one, because it is a French style rosé, a little touch of saline, which is a beautiful pairing with the honey, which is a salted honey.
A lot of wonderful stone fruit in it too, and I feel like this pairing really brings that out as well.
Absolutely. Let's take a drink.
So good. I love this salted creamed honey. Salt is a flavor enhancer, so it really just does make every note in the wine pop. There it is. And that salty, this is a high acid wine. That salt also kind of, when it hits the acid, it kind of almost makes it feel a little bit effervescent, like a little bit. It's like very lightning, it lifts you up. Yeah. Very, very fun pairing. I love this salted caramel honey. I could just put it on anything. I love this cheese.
Oh my goodness. The cheese is amazing. It's a pecorino style?
It's a pecorino style cheese. So, you know, typically when I think of pecorino or a Parmesan, I want to do a Chianti, but it actually does really well with a high acid wine like a Chablis or a high acid Riesling. So this is very perfect with the Rosé, actually. It pairs very, very well together. All right, so our third pairing, we have our Pinot Noir 2018 paired with Grateful Ched from Clover Creek Cheese Cellars and topped with the raspberry creamed honey. Now, our Pinot Noir 2018 Pinot grows exclusively at our Sandy Hill vineyard over up in Coatesville. It is a French style Pinot, light-bodied, high acid, some bright red fruit notes, wonderful little bits of spice, florals, and aged in French oak. She smells so good, that little bit of earthiness in here. Now this Grateful Ched cheese, this actually won bronze at the Pennsylvania Farm Show, I believe last year. Maybe 2021. Oh, so now 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Oh,
now it's 2023.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
And Grateful Ched, so this is soaked in a barley wine style ale from East End Brewing Company out of Pittsburgh. So, my lord, this is a good cheese.
If you love aged cheddar, this is your cheese.
This is so good. This pairing together.
The pairing's beautiful. Oh my gosh. I'm already tasting the roses. The floral notes are very predominant on this wine. It's sort of mixed with the spice. But once I tasted a bite of the cheese, those actually were significantly enhanced.
Oh, they really start to come out. It's like a little burst of spring.
Yeah,
you know? You get some of the rose,
like
you get some of the violets. It's just really, really beautiful.
It's so pretty.
Especially right on the finish, but not overwhelming at all. And it really enhances that little bit of spice. You get more of that star anise, a little bit of cinnamon in there. That is absolutely tasty. And the raspberry and the honey really makes all those red notes, the cranberry, some of the cherry notes in the wine. It just makes them really pop.
Yeah.
That is a delicious little pairing. And Grateful Ched, a pairing that Jerry Garcia himself would approve of and totally love.
There you go.
All right, and moving on to our fourth and final pairing, we have our Chamberson Reserve 2020, just released this vintage in the fall, totally awesome, paired with the Valley Milkhouse Bluebell blue cheese, topped with the chocolate cream honey. Now this is probably one of the best blue cheeses I've ever had. Stephanie Angston, the cheesemaker at Valley Milkhouse, is absolutely phenomenal. I actually got to do a cheese making class with her a couple summers ago.
That's so fun.
Yeah, it's super fun. Look it up on her website. She usually does them in the summer on the farmhouse porch. Totally cool. And I know you know tons of cheese. You actually come from DeBruno originally.
Brothers, yeah,
DeBruno
I did work for
Brothers.
DeBruno Brothers.
So tell us a little bit about blue cheese.
So I get this question a lot. What is Stilton cheese? So Stilton is actually the strongest blue cheese that you can get. And the history goes back to hundreds of years ago in England. And it was actually, Stilton was a stagecoach stop in England. And they were very popular and known for this strong blue cheese. So that's how the name Stilton stuck to this style of cheese.
Oh, so interesting.
Yeah. So, and this is our newest Chamberson release. And how I always love to describe Chamberson is where the meadow meets the forest.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So really when you're smelling this, it actually smells like you're walking through a field of rose or flowers in the middle of the spring. It is absolutely gorgeous. And then once you taste it, you get a lot of earthiness. You get that
earthy undertone, that mushroomy, that
mushroomy forest floor. That's what I was going to say.
Yes.
I get so much of that. It's so nice. And
some like wet, forest and autumn wet leaf things happening. And that, I love Chamberson with blue cheese. It's probably one of my favorite pairings ever. The earthiness really complements each other. That chocolate cream honey.
It cuts through that Stilton, that sharp, or that really intense taste of blue cheese. So it actually calms it down a little bit.
Yeah, it tames it.
It tames it. And paired with this, with the earthiness and that blue cheese, it is outstanding. I feel like an elevated person, like I'll never be the same after eating this pairing.
Yes, we're transforming ourselves. We're transforming lives here doing cheese pairings. And oh my God. The body of this cheese too, the texture really builds the body of the Chamberson too, because it tends to be a little more light-bodied wine and it kind of gives it a little more meat on its bones. Oh my goodness. That is a fabulous pairing.
Oh God.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us for this little quick guide through the pairing. We look forward to seeing you out at the vineyard this month.
So our wine and cheese pairing is available every weekend through the month of January. It is $40 a person. If you are a wine club member, it's going to be $36 for you guys. And make sure that you make your reservations early because we are selling out really quickly.
Yeah, this Saturday is already sold out. Next
Yeah,
Saturday is
Saturday's-
almost fully booked.
yeah.
There are some spots, I think, this Sunday if you're still interested in coming, but definitely get in there. You can make your reservations right online, right on the website. It takes you to talk, boom, boom, boom. Super quick and easy. Again, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, folks.
Have a good one.